name is Professor Barbara Abalafia, and I'm the Career Explorations Coordinator for the Pathway Scholars Program. So some of you are in the program, you get emails from me, I hope a lot now. And we're going to have a whole set of career skills workshops in the spring. But right now, welcome to the Pathway Scholars Program Personal Growth Workshops. As it happened, this is a series of workshops we've been running in the fall, and we are, as I just said, running career skills workshops in the spring. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to start this one that I created is called, and let me share, so let me tell you. Okay, I'm going to start the slideshow. How do I do that? No, okay, slideshow from the beginning. Okay, here we go. So I hope everyone could see this. And this workshop is how to be flexible and adaptable in college, work, and life. And that means responding to change quickly and positively. So as you can see, the animals that adopt the best live the longest, and that's a chameleon. So let's move along. So what is flexibility? It's the capacity to adjust to short-term change quickly and calmly so that you could deal with unexpected problems or tasks effectively. Well, I came up with this idea last year, and because I saw it a lot in ads for summer interns. But boy, did we need to adjust and be flexible from last March? Who would have thought? So why be flexible beside having a pandemic? Flexible thinkers are versatile, resilient, and responsive to change. They can adapt to unexpected demands in school, workplace, and, as I said, having a pandemic and switching over from having been in classes or research projects, whatever you were doing, and now working and then studying online, it's a big adaptation. That's the unpredictable event no one could have predicted. Flexible people are highly prized by managers, businesses, professors too. We need you to be flexible and adapt. They help stabilize situations when crisis strikes, which is now. I don't think I can tell you that this is a very unusual time in history and nothing like this. Flexible people keep objectives achievable and within reach and go the extra mile to support colleagues who are in need, colleagues or other students, family members, professors who need advice or help. So some techniques to become more flexible, and I need to move this out of the way, would be having an open, team-centered attitude, retaining a strong sense of identity and purpose. Think about your core values and focus on them. It's being grounded, having key personal beliefs that don't shift, keep you grounded during times of change. Would anyone like to just share what would be your core value or personal belief that you have that kept you grounded during this pandemic? Would someone like to share?
I think the key factor that kept me grounded in the home was that my own safety, and not only that, thinking that, and also colleges being online, I couldn't try to get outside because I don't have any reason to get outside of my house. But being at home, I also became more flexible than being in college because I save my time for commuting to everything.
Oh, that's a good point. You mean, in other words, you had more time
Yeah.
versus worrying. So, yes, we all have more time and we could structure our day differently. Does anyone else have like a core belief or value that you held on to? I know that's a hard one. Like, what is your value? Maybe something simple like kindness. Maybe you've been helping neighbors. Um, kindness can even be mask wearing, being not selfish for today, thinking of others' welfare. So that's a core belief. All right, let's move along. I'm sorry. Oh, I have to go backwards. Okay. Can everyone see? Everyone sees the screen. More ways to develop flexibility is to be optimistic. It sounds maybe, nutty just to say, oh, be optimistic, but it's really hard to stay positive when you have a large, urgent project. And I think they were referring to work, but we all know you all literally have research projects, research papers, teamwork, and it's hard to work with people as a team when you've never met them and they're in your class. So looking on the bright side and focusing on positives helps you stay resilient and focus. It's something we talked about in an earlier workshop on grit. This all is part of having a good mindset. Be resilient. And maybe that break or change in your routine could be an opportunity to learn new skills. I talk about this a little bit later, but has anyone learned a new skill since you've been at Bergen during the pandemic? Would you like to share about a skill? I could just say that I tried to learn calligraphy and I ordered books. That's easy to do, and pens, but I didn't really teach myself. So it's still on my list. I could still stay positive and tell myself that I'm going to learn it because I think it's just a fun something to pass the time since we can't go out anymore. All right, so another thing you could do is offer to help teammates. I'm just going to move this. If they're overloaded, teammate being a classmate, a family member, training colleagues or classmates on new technology, that's a huge thing. So if someone is struggling with Moodle and you know how to use it, I mean, I help other professors as well. It's hard to get used to. Fix something when you come across a problem. You take the initiative to fix it. Don't, just tell if you're living with parents or roommates, you do the fixing. Or it could be a metaphysical problem, on a problem that needs creative problem solving. And also volunteer to cover a colleague's work if they're sick, which could also mean a classmate. But I would also volunteer out in the world if you have the opportunity. So you could see here this picture of everybody now needs to be maybe your parents are helping homeschool or helping children, the younger siblings at home. It's very tough nowadays. So being someone who's positive and gets things done is very useful. So here is to develop your skill set, like we just said, make an effort to learn new skills. And, ironically, when an unexpected event does occur, you'll be equipped. Well, the professors who were really well trained on Moodle did a lot better in March and were less worried than professors maybe who never really bothered to learn how to use the assignment tool and the wiki tool and the discussion forum tool. I could just say I used their training and I was able to do that. Another thing is to stay curious about what's going on around you, broaden your knowledge, read about if it's the latest innovations in your subject you're studying or maybe just in the vaccine production or what's going on around you, and take advantage of what the college offers. Keep coming and doing what you're doing. It makes it more fun. We're all sitting at home. You might meet someone online, or you might learn something. You have to keep an open mind. All right, so I've talked about being flexible thinking, and now I just want to show you a quick video that I thought was pretty funny, and this is Seinfeld, and it's called The Opposite. So George, I assume you all know Seinfeld. He applies flexible thinking to his life problems. So let's just take a few minutes and watch this video.
We cannot hear it.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Can you hear it now?
No.
You don't, can you hear it now?
No.
No, hold on. Thank you for letting me know. I couldn't even think this. So now you know things happen. I wonder if it's my computer. Let's see. I'm just going to see if I can, nope. I definitely want to show the videos.
Is the volume turned up in the YouTube video itself?
Yeah, that's what I just did. Here, I'll show you. So no one's hearing it?
You can't stream YouTube over WebEx. It doesn't allow it. So I've had this issue in like my other clubs and stuff like that. They had to like either like download the video or like stream it on something else.
Oh, you mean WebEx doesn't let you download the video?
No, WebEx doesn't. Well, from the best of my knowledge, WebEx doesn't allow you like stream YouTube.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You
Let me
on captions.
No, yeah, but you should hear it because that's what makes it funny. And I have to watch the videos. Didn't know because I'm seeing it and hearing it. You're seeing it, but you're not hearing it.
No.
Yeah, we can hear it.
All right, let me see if you could hear the next one, and I'll go back to that one. I'm switching from flexibility to adaptability. I guess they're kind of the same, but adapting and adaptability is being flexible in handling change in any situation. So I'm going to run this one. Let me know right away if you hear it. Okay. All right. So let's see, because I embedded this. Do you hear the music?
No, I can't hear anything.
You might need to go to directly to YouTube and showing there.
Okay. Wow. All right. Who would have thought? Okay. I guess I need to be adaptable to this situation. All right. So I'm going to move forward if it lets me. Okay. I'm going to try to go back to those little videos anyway. But you have to adapt to changing circumstances, which is what's going on now. Be open-minded, plan ahead, stay calm. Well, we've had done these workshops. We haven't maybe shown the videos. A lot of times in real life, we show it. But I will stay calm. I will try to see if I can get these videos, at least one of them on YouTube for you. But look at a problem from different perspectives. Analyze it from different viewpoints. Make it a priority to listen, understand the views of other people involved. Maybe that seems obvious, but if your manager or professor asks you to help out on something, consider that it'll benefit your career, your team, or your schooling, rather than simply saying, oh no, not more work. And of course, learning to manage stress. We're going to have a stress reduction workshop. I mean, you have to learn to do that on your own, but there's techniques you can use. And plan for the unexpected. So who knew? You can't think of everything, but when you're getting an experience in life and things have happened, you can kind of have an idea of planning for anything that could go wrong. Anticipate the next development, new development, and measuring risk and preparing for them are key skills. Well, I think they mean in business, but also maybe it's something you're studying. So if you're open-minded, you'll learn a lot more in your classes. All right, and also, I'm moving this around, have a strong support network. So that really helps, of course, in this difficult time. Strengthen relationships you have with classmates. Maybe you could do a Google chat start a chat or a group. So in your classes for next semester, and at least if the professor assigns something you don't know what they're talking about, you have a group you can lean on. Have a strong and stable team around you, of course, in times of flux. No matter difficulties you're facing, have people you can rely on, same thing. Offer to help a classmate or a colleague if you work on a system or process. We said that before. A lot of people may have trouble in the beginning with Moodle or even a new Moodle feature or tool that we're using. So help people out, because the point is they'll help you when you need a favor. Can anybody say who have been your strongest relationships during COVID-19? Would anyone like to share? Who have helped you out the most?
For me, my parents and one of my best friends who I speak to like on a daily basis, basically.
Oh, really? And they just help you by listening?
Yeah, we just talk back and forth, just let each other know what's going on.
Right. And it helps. It helps to speak to people that you're not in the house with, just to get see what other people are doing. Anyone else want to share? Who have been your best, biggest support?
Family.
Family, yes. And you know, everybody here is a commuter. It's a commuter school. If you transfer and you go to a sleepaway college, then you'll have to really make a support because you're away. So it's very important. You might move to a new city where you don't really know anyone for a job at some point. Just remember to have a support system, because it's not just loneliness, it's what happens if something happens like this? Who would have thought about it? Okay, I have another video. I had a whole bunch of videos. This one, I'll just state what sort of summarize what's on the video. We'll see if we can, because this is a link, maybe it'll work better. This is, someone came up with an adaptability or an AQ quotient. Adaptability is a mindset that's not fixed. And she'll talk about that there's IQ, which is intelligence, and EQ, which is one that we actually had at a workshop. That's your emotional quotient, how you relate to people. And we're dealing with more change in human history. How well do you respond to this change? It's beyond our control. That's really the issue. Picture multiple scenarios for the future. Ask what if questions. Practice simulations in your mind. Prioritize explorations or exploring by being curious. How do you manipulate information? That's very important for this new age. Imagine doing things in a different way than usual. Unlearn what you know and start. She calls it the beginner's mindset. Sometimes it's not so bad to be a beginner. You have a new way of looking at things. Gandhi said, return to zero. Go back to the beginning and unlearn, because that's how you become, not only adapt, but become creative. So let me see if I could actually get this video going, because it goes to YouTube. Let me know if you could hear it. To me, it's very loud. Can you hear it?
Nope.
No.
No?
Can't hear it.
All right, hold on. Let's see. Can you hear it now? Can you hear it?
No.
Yeah, no.
Okay. All right. And that's on YouTube, so I'm kind of surprised. But okay, let's go back to the video. Okay. Okay, well, I explained what she said. I was hoping that she would tell you in her way. Here, let's do this then. I found an adaptability assessment, and I thought we could try to have a little fun by taking this adaptability assessment survey. So it's just a quick set of questions. If you could write down the number, and then at the end, we're going to add them up. So for each question, write down 1, which is never, 2, seldom, 3, regularly, 4, you do this frequently, or 5, you do or think this way always. All right, so does everyone have a pen or pencil? All right, well, please try doing this, and hopefully we could see if you are adaptable. So the first question, my view of myself and my world is characterized by optimism and confidence. So write down if you're 1, 2, never, seldom, regularly, frequently, always. I set enough goals to maintain a clear sense of purpose. Never or always, okay? 1 or anything in between. I am able to shift gears with minimal complaints. My core values are clear to me and my colleagues. I am frequently on the lookout for new ideas to consider and test. This may not always apply to you, but it's something you could think about. I can readily imagine new uses for old ideas. My habit is to reach for help and acknowledge the assistance. I encourage experimentation. I use incentives to reinforce change. I mean, that really should be for professors or managers. My failures present opportunities for innovation. All right, can you add up the numbers? And when you're done, who would like to tell me what your numbers were? Would anyone like to share their number?
I scored a 37.
Oh, wow. That's great. Any other numbers?
33.
Wow. Anyone else?
27.
27. Someone else said something?
I also got 37.
37. Anyone else?
31.
31.
37.
Wow. What was that?
34.
34. You guys are off the charts. All right, let's see what that means. I'm glad no one scored. If you did, it's okay, because you could change your mindset. Adaptability is not fixed. but they scored it 10 to 20. It's time for you to retire, which is impossible because you're young, or just get out of the way. 21 to 30, which, geez, all of you seem to be even above. All right, 21 to 30, you need help. Get a coach or mentor. And this is kind of jokey, but it's just showing you that you could try to be a little bit more, change your mindset to be a little bit more flexible and adaptable. So we do have coaching, success coaches in the Pathway Scholars Program. We have peer mentors, and we have even PepsiCo mentoring. So anyone could avail themselves of this. So 31 to 40, which is most of what everyone said, you are on your way to the Adaptability Hall of Fame. You are amazing. And 41 to 50, you're the change agent material and should be mentoring others. So this is all great. Some of the questions didn't really apply because it's for people who are managers or professors, but great scoring. You guys are on your way to you're adaptable, which is probably why you're here, and also you're in college during this time. If you weren't adaptable, I think a lot of students might have dropped or not re-enrolled. So being mentally tough, change, respond, and compromise. So again, I may be repeating it, but adjust your expectations. Maybe you won't be all A's this semester, maybe you will be. Don't beat yourself up if things go wrong. Pace yourself, because we're all at home. And some days you have good study days and some days you don't. So pace yourself. Create mini goals, maybe weekly goals. What do you want to accomplish for the week? Create structure to your day. I think it's very important for all of us now. The days could go by. You're at home. There's a lot of distractions. So having a structure is excellent. And then I talked about it before, a new activity so that your mind is engaged, a hobby, goal, experience. You could still go outside and experience new places and new goals. Would anyone like to share either a mini goal or a structure that they use for their day to keep yourself going and studying?
I like to make sure I get work done for 2 hours, and then I like to refocus by like taking a long walk and stuff, walking my dogs, and then continue working for like 30 minutes, and then reward myself by watching YouTube or something like that.
That's great. And what time do you start your 2-hour morning?
Usually 11:30.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Anyone else? What's your structure?
Well, mine are I create like mini goals. So because I'm taking like 3 classes, so basically like 4, but so I got like time management, and then I just today I have like a lot of homework to do, and I have done some of them, so I already done with some classes, like my math class. So, and now I have to focus on other classes. So by the end of the week, I have to, I got this goal, so I have to finish this one. And then I just sometimes I just I'm doing some homework, and then I just for like 1 hour and a half, and then I go like read a book or see in a movie, and that relaxes me. So, and then I just continue to do my work. So
Good. I mean, I don't know what you guys use, but I don't think you can see this, but I use a date book, the old-fashioned, a big date book. And then I give goals. Of course, when I teach a class, I teach Comp 101, I give them the goals, but I can't structure your week for you. So you know if you have something due in one class or something due in another. What's one more, could one more person talk about their structure? How do you structure your day?
So for me, particularly because I am trying to, well, not trying, but I have been working at least some work remotely and also have my son at home right now due to COVID, it changes everything. So I think it's very important for you to set a schedule, whether it be like that's basically what's kept me in line is just Sundays, I sit down with my planner, just like you have your book, a planner, and I write down everything that needs to be done for him and for me. And then throughout the week, I just make sure that I stick to a schedule. Like when he's in class from this hour to this hour, I know that he doesn't need me. So I know that if I have to any videos or YouTube clips that professors send to me, that's when that's going to get done. When he has a more a class that he might particularly need me more on, which is like maybe when he's in math, then I know for that I'm just going to leave stuff that I can read because I can read at my own pace. So that like a schedule for me, like setting a set schedule and sticking to that, that's what's really helped me.
Good. Thank you, Annie. That was great. It is. It's like, you know, we all have to have that schedule. And I think adding something like working out, we all know, or taking that walk or reading a book, that's a great thing to add to your day, but you need to put it in the right place. And you know, when you go to work, they expect you to sit there from 9 to 5, working. It's very hard. You have to get in that habit of maybe giving yourself a goal and then refocusing or taking that walk. Many people, the coffee break, and now you're home. So you need to structure your day as if you're either at work or with school. But that's great. Those are great suggestions.
Could I add something as well?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Well, what I usually like to do is usually I'm like a morning person, so I'll get up around either 5 or 6 in the morning and just do all my work for school, whether it be usually most of my classes, about 3 of them or so, or about 2 to 3 have a lot of work due like Sunday nights, at 11:59 that night.
Yeah.
So you have basically that start of the week Monday till that Sunday to do it.
Right.
So basically I would just kind of, center myself on, if I have work the day before, let's just say I have work for like 12 to, 7 or 12 to 8, whatever. I would just kind of get home, do a little bit of work, but then try to get some sleep and then get up at like, 4 or 5 and then just take care of the rest of the work. And then I have the rest of my day to do whatever else I need. Usually is that what I usually do.
That's great because, you know, professors don't realize that everybody gives, they don't care. They just know that the deadline is midnight at whatever night. And I try to break up my deadlines like Monday at midnight, Wednesday, Friday at midnight. I try not to say over the weekend because I know everybody else is giving Sunday at midnight. I don't know if it helps, but yeah, it's good to make sure even waking up early, not wasting or finding the part of the day that works for you, that way you're on. Like for me, it's usually 10 or 11. Anyone else would like to share their structure or mini goals? All right, good. That went well. And now I do have another video and they're cute and they're fun. Let's see, I'll try. Here's the actual YouTube. What I'll do is I'll do the next one. I just want to show you finally. These are the ads. I didn't make these words up. They showed up on all the internship ads because for the Pathway Scholars Program, I try to place people. Usually we do our STEM lab, takes paid internships. So if you're in the Pathway Scholars Program, you could ask me about this. We do pay in that program. Oops, that was not good. So I saw these on ads in Indeed.com, and you could see it with me. Adaptability and flexibility to various work schedules and situations. That's from being an engineer at an environmental consulting firm. self-motivated, adaptable to dynamic environments. That is an HR intern at BMW, creative, organized, and flexible marketing intern. Ability to work independently and be flexible, allocation intern. I think that's a financial services firm. Demonstrate initiative, adaptability, creative problem solving, working well in teams. That's really important. All of these are saying either being flexible or adaptable, willingness to work with a highly collaborative, flexible, innovative team. I'm noticing that because they know what's going on now. And if you're not adaptable and flexible, how would you work with people you've never met if you're being hired? And we all know this summer it's going to be online. So you have to be able to function. And we are going to offer a teamwork and collaboration workshop next semester as well. The best way to work on a team is to be on a team, but just be aware that you should be a good team player. And then finally, just a quote: to stay on top of a rapidly evolving world, we must assess new situations, make intelligent decisions, and implement them effectively. A 2014 research report by Barclays indicated 60% of employers say adaptability has become more important during the last decade. And the BBC, which is the British Broadcasting Corporation, called adaptability the X factor for career success in an era of technological change. So we all know that you have to be able to function, and now you're being tested. This is it. Everyone, I know there's a lot of students who may be feeling shaky, and you reach out for help from your professors if you're feeling shaky around this time, before Thanksgiving. A lot of students don't even show up after Thanksgiving. It's always like a key time. So between this week and next, you should really contact professors, make sure you're on the right track. So does anyone, this is basically it. I want to go back and see if I could get this YouTube video. Let's see if I could go on YouTube. So while I'm doing that, does anyone have any questions? Or any suggestions, or anyone? Let's see, I am going to try to go on YouTube. So if you bear with me. So are you saying that even if I go on YouTube that you couldn't hear these YouTubes? All right, we'll just try it. This is where I got it. That's why it's came up. Can you hear that? No? Trisha, you can't hear it? No? See, I hear it, so can you not hear it? No. All right, then I'm going to take it off.
Could you possibly play it out the speaker, or do you have headphones in right now, or can you play it out the speaker?
I'm going to try my speaker. Hold on.
Yeah.
Mine is really high, but I'm going to put it really high. All right, I'll try it once more and then let me know, okay? Right away.
Nice.
Because it's blaring. Oh. Can you hear it now?
No.
No?
Yeah, no, I can't hear it.
Okay. It's actually blasting. So I can't hear you. All right, I apologize for that. I didn't know. Maybe there's something I can find out. But
that happens to my teacher, one of my teachers. So I don't know how he does, but he then find a way to do it, to make it we can hear it. Because at the beginning, he just put a video and we cannot hear it, but then I don't know how he does it, but then we hear it. So maybe you should find a way, figure it out, something on the WebEx.
Okay, I could also send everybody, if you're interested, I could send you if you had the video, the PowerPoint, you could click on it if you wanted to see. I mean, we went over everything on there, but we do get a recording of this, and I don't think in the recording, though, you're going to be able to see the videos, but I apologize for that. We're ending a little early now, since we didn't get to see all the videos. I appreciate everyone showing up for this one. So I'll ask again, do you have any questions or just statements you'd like to make about being flexible or adaptable? All right, so the next workshop, if you'd like to go, is going to be led by Laura Madera, and she's one of our Pathway Scholar Success coaches. She's going to do how to lead a balanced life. So I'll make sure that she can play videos, but it'll be a fun one. And of course, we all want to be balanced with sitting here working all day and studying. So I think that's going to be a great one. That's December 2nd at 3. So thank you all for showing up. I really appreciate it. And let me know, or shoot me a line. Let me know if you enjoyed it. And if you want to know, let me know any other workshops you'd like to see for spring, because I'm coming up with a new list, and I'd love to hear from you and let me know what you'd like to see in a workshop. So anyway, thank you very much, and take care. I'm going to stop recording.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.